Hello guys, welcome to the stream. So just going to do some random building this evening. Nothing planned. Just yeah. Welcome to the stream. New to the channel, welcome. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You're all genuinely appreciated. So I'm just loading up the stream, guys. 1 second. Just want to make sure everything's working okay. And there we are, good to go. Yep. Hey Dan, how you doing, dude? You can still go live, mate, if you want. Thanks for joining the stream, though, dude. Much appreciated. Where are the things I want? No worries, dude. Right, well that's that. I need to get rid of this camera. That's spoiling the look of that. What's that bit done anyway? Another bit done. So we achieved quite a lot in the last stream. We put these little toilets in. Well, they were already there, but I put a building around it. I themed this all together now. So you have kind of a big water trough. There's 3 of them stacked up on top of each other with a pipe going in. There's loads of music. And then we did this berm all the way around here, which feels pretty western. A little scene down here, just a couple of guys just chilling out, a wagon, tent, campfire, bits and bobs, you know. Not sure whether to have the fire on because of how much light it creates and how big the fire is. It's massive. So I think what I've got to do, stationary that. And grab a fire. And just sink it a little bit down, so it's a little bit more real, guys. There we go. Because the other one is just a little bit too big. There we go. Plus, it doesn't have that massive lighting the whole area up, so 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, hadn't finished this yet, but basically the train loading area. Oh geez, it seems extremely loud. Yeah, it makes more sense in daylight, I guess. Basically, it's just switch track area. It's loading shed for the trains, basically. I think I put 1. No, I put 2 extra ride. Right, did I, or 1? No, 2 extra rides. So just 2 extra rides. Just put the track in basically and lined it up. To be fair, this one needs lining up a little bit better. Up there. And this one should be, yeah, perfect. So they go off that way, turn around, come back, and then go on this way. And I just put a couple of signals in, just to kind of make it look a little bit authentic or real. And then we did this kind of fake suspension bridge with the scenery to coincide. And at night time, it's all lit up. There we go. Does the job. I just think the paddle steamer now looks great because you've got the whole western look and you just get a peep at the haunted house through there, which looks really cool. But the view that I love is, where is it? It's just down here now. Just now that this has a backdrop, it's got something there with a train going through. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, there we go. Let's pause the game, guys. Special effects sound extremely loud. I really, do you know what? I opened this up earlier today and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I really don't know what to do. I've been playing F1 Manager all day just to kind of like zone out and not think about anything to be prepared for this. Struggling. I know what I've got to do. It's just liming doing it as always. But just like there, just those little bits, it just adds something. They're there now. I don't know whether to put a couple along here. Well, it's building up. It's building up. Not sure whether to put a roof over this. You know what I mean? I think it'll look quite good. As long as I keep it see-through, if you know what I mean. I think. Let's have a look. So. It's a good height to have it. Is it wide enough? Yep. Okay, it works. And it doesn't look too intrusive to the sightline. Hopefully it'll add to it. Hopefully. So if we put that there. Hey Nexus, how you doing, dude? You good? Right, that doesn't look too intrusive there. That's perfect, actually. Excuse me. Near enough got that bob on. Cool beans, mate. All good. How's it coming along the park, anyway? Hey Scarlett, how are you? You all good? We are just random building this evening, so just whatever I see that needs doing and I fancy building, I'll build. No plan as always, guys. Just cracking on with it. I was saying a little while ago, I opened the park earlier, and I don't know, I just looked at it and I was like, ugh, be done already, you know? all good. Got the job. Start on Monday. So yeah, back earning some decent money for a change. It'll be good fun. Hopefully book a holiday and all that kind of stuff, you know. Hopefully. Have a break from normality. But no, it's nice to be able to have a job that I know how to do very, very well. And yeah, to be paid nicely for it for a change for the first time in my whole career. I'm not going to obviously say how much, but let's just put it this way. It's a much better wage system than it used to be. Much more able to have a life without having to sell cars. Not, well, you still have to sell them, but what I mean by it is you're not relying on that just to have a life. And if you don't sell them, you don't have a life. And I put up with that for 20 years. So, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, no. Can't wait. Gonna be good fun. Thank you. It's all good. Happy chappy. So yeah, I think what we'll try and do is just get all this zoned in. And I'll probably do this up here, to be honest with you, because it actually looks all right. I know it's going to look different from here because all you're going to see is the roof, but at least that gives that something then. What do I want? This. Oops. Crazy fool. How is everybody anyway? We've got 8 people watching. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. I would say that's not level, wouldn't you? Yep, they're fine. Okay. So, copy and plot this. Well, at least you only got 45 minutes to go. That's good. At least you got something to watch for 45 minutes. All as well. Would help if I wasn't stuck in there. That does the job. And there. So how's it look from down here? Yeah, all good. That's alright. Hey Jeff, how you doing, dude? Hey Manu, welcome to the stream, my dude. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Having a little late night run on the old Big Thunder. Hope you enjoy. Very good time to join Manu. We've only just kind of really started the stream. So yeah, welcome, dude. Sorry guys, just an autosave. Here we go. Yeah, those rooftops worked. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're just doing some random building tonight, so literally the park's nearly done. We've just got this bit of pirate to do, we've got to finalise little bits on that. We've got to do cave work, a few bits of woodwork, and this central piece to the thunder mounting, as you just saw. I've got to do some bits of work up here. Haunted Mansion just needs refining. Swinging Mine Train, got to finish the theming on that, so that's nearly done. And the same with this. And then basically we've just got to do some trigger work in the Astro Blasters area, just over here in Tomorrowland. And then the park is pretty much done. I've got to finish this off, but that's it. So we really aren't far away from finishing. Oh my god, this coaster looks so smooth and scenery just perfect. Smooth, I wouldn't say, but I've kind of put little jinks in it to kind of make it feel like the real thing. You know what I mean? You kind of do get dragged around the corners. But it's fairly smooth. This one's fairly smooth. This is quite a cool bit of kit if you haven't seen this before, guys. Where are we? We'll go to 4. We'll just pause up. I'll put it at dusk because that'll be a good time to write this. So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Say hello. Join the chat. We're all nice and friendly here. I'll probably do a walk around, like I did with Thunderland. Did a couple of videos. I did like a peep point of view walk around where I put one person in the park and basically did views from that person, just literally rolling around the park. No voice, no anything, just literally the park itself. So you got to enjoy it. And then I also did a voiced version, just to kind of explain what I did, how I did it, and so forth. So yeah. Hasn't as many views as Thunderland though, but I'll just leave you with this for a couple of minutes, guys. Oh, there you go, guys. That's one of the rides. One that's quite cool is this Armada. You have a lovely walk-through entrance to it, which is kind of modelled on Pirates of the Caribbean if you haven't seen it before. But yeah, tonight I'm just happy to chill around the park and chat, you know? It's just nice to enjoy it now that it's, you know, you look down here and there's no flickering, there's no bits that need doing. Music's in. sounds all, looks all finished. It's just nice to kind of have a stroll around every now and then. So I hope the quality of the stream is better tonight, guys. The internet's back to normal. Got the 250 meg upload, so I'm back up to 21 meg upload for you guys in quality. So hopefully this is a lot better than it has been. But the bit I love in this is where the boats come in. I don't really see it from this angle, but when they leave the ride, it just looks so good. Yeah, Scarlett, I hope you enjoy them. I know some of them aren't too great. But there's pretty much about 70-80% probably of the whole build process of Thunderland in live streams and little scenic updates. Oh, that's not good to hear, man. Sorry to hear you haven't got a PC at the minute. I didn't have one at one point, but worked my backside off to get one and got one, and it's only running the way it is because of how hard I've worked to get it. So yeah, but did it for you guys as well, for the channel, you know, showcase the work. But hopefully it's all right for you. I think the quality is a lot better tonight. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, the swinging mine train, no problem. I don't mind seriously tonight, guys. I'm just happy to walk around the park and enjoy it. You know, when you create these things and you look at it now and you think, crikey, it's you know, it is 90% done now. It's just bits that I've got to do. It's just so nice to enjoy it with you guys, really. Well, when I first saw Planet Coaster, like I said, I think it was 6 years ago, I had a laptop. And it urged me to spend $2.99 on Steam to get RCT again. And my laptop wouldn't even play RCT properly. So I was kind of like, you know, struggling for money on my own at home and stuff. And it was tough just trying to even play that. And then I got a little bit of money together and I got an old PC. Used one, everything was quite old on it, but it allowed me to get Planet Coaster, and it allowed me to build Project Pier, which was one of my very first downloads or uploads. And then we had Pyrolandia and the Snow Globe, and then with an upgrade we then had Thunderland Amusement Park, and then with a few more upgrades, and a year and a half later we had Thunderland Adventure Valley. And then a few more upgrades. And now we have Thunderland Magic Kingdom. So yeah, complete series of parks, which is something I never thought would ever happen. I never thought I'd do anything like this. I thought I'll get the game, I'll make a few coasters, do a few buildings, you know, have a play around. But one, it channeled a lot of energy that I had pent up. It has been my therapy for the last 5 years. And this park, to be honest with you, after the knowledge I built from all the other parks and gained from the other parks, this is the ultimate of what I have to express within this game from a reality perspective. So yeah, it's when they say it's a labour of love, this one very, 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 very much is. It's a very different part to Thunderland. You know, Thunderland Adventure was all about entwining the rides together lowering the piece count as much as I could by having those rides go through each other and stuff like that, where with this it's completely the opposite. Everything is singular. So, you know, that's kind of why I'm at 110,000 pieces already, and sadly still going up. And I mean sadly, the reason why I say sadly is because obviously not everybody's going to be able to play it, where with Thunderland it's a 50-50 scenario subject to your setup, but this will be a little bit different, unfortunately. But then it might not be, because, you know, I've worked on the pretense that on my last graphics card that I had, I was running at about 24 to 25 frames a second. Now, when I finished Thunderland Adventure Valley, I was down to 17 to 21. Now, I had 89,000 pieces in the park, I think, when I did the upgrade. So now that we're only at 110, and we're still getting 30 frames a second at points, I think it won't be that different to Thunderland Adventure Valley. And the reason being is I haven't got so many coasters and I haven't got so many rides. So where I save on, you know, the, how can you put it, the engine processing all that memory, it's just processing piece count instead. So I'm hoping it shouldn't be that different to Thunderland Adventure Valley for you all. I'm hoping. I have used a little bit more theme maker toolkit in this, but mostly just beams and plaster, as you see when I build. I try to use as much in-game items as possible. You see, I love it. You know, I don't mean to sound big-headed, but I love it when people say, yeah, it's definitely the most impressive work I've ever seen. And I agree, but in the eye of the person that made it, to me, it just looks like something I've made. You know, the thing I've tried heavily to do in this park is have all the lighting coming down. So there's hardly any lighting going up unless I purposely want to light up on that point, you know. So like if I wanted spotlights up on that firehouse, you could do a nice effect, you know. But the advantage to that is, like here, there's no light going up into the trees, so it's all coming down, you know, and it looks natural. And this here actually is probably one of the best examples. You can see via the street lamps, it's coming down on everything. So the only lights that are lit up are the neon lights, and it looks so real. And that's, I think, one of the big things, like the rocks on the mountain. I haven't lit them up from the inside, I've lit them up from the outside. So the light's on them, not coming from them. You know, so it's just understanding how the game works in that respect. I'll probably say the one building I'm not hugely happy with the lighting is the Haunted Mansion, but to get the purple, you have to do it quite rich. So it's one of those things. What is going on here? My phone's... Is the stream alright, guys? Yeah. But it's just scenery lighting as well, and like with the castle being lit up and changing colours, it just... It's just so reminiscent of the real thing. And that's what I've set out to do, really, is to give a more realistic feel without all the realism, you know. So behind the buildings, you don't have backstage areas and stuff like that for staff. I haven't done any of that, because if I did that, we'd be at 200,000 pieces, literally. I've tried to minimise that as much as possible, and behind a lot of the buildings, they don't actually have backs. I've just done the roofs to them. Again, just to save on piece count. If it's not visible, why cover it up? And that's kind of what I'm looking at. So literally everything you see is there purely for a reason, not just to cover up something. It's purely there just so that you don't see all the other stuff. So just through here, there's a little fence just behind the flower bed, and then behind the flower bed there's a couple of bushes. I put some butterflies in there, some, you know, just bits and bobs, and there's even a pink penguin hiding in the back there. But because it's there, nobody notices it's there, if you know what I mean, because it just feels like you're walking through a park. And that's what I've tried really heavily to do throughout the whole park, whether that be the sci-fi area, the dueling dragons, or, you know, everywhere, and I do love that building. Where's it? That one there. And that's what I mean by the lighting. If sorry, excuse me, guys. If you look at the tower where the roof is at the bottom, you'll see it's just like it's black and then it's light. That's what a lot of people do, and I had to do it on that because I didn't want the light showing, but everything else is facing on it or down on it, and that's what gives it such, yeah, as you see, it gives it such depth. But again, it's the layers as well. Like I always say, it's the layering of everything. Always start with things slightly lower at the front, raise them up, separate them up, get the edges over, get the shadows going, get as many shadows as you can, because the more shadows you have, it's the more detailed the game looks. If I was to put that flush in there and then that flush against the wall with that flush against it, it wouldn't look nice, but also you'd lose a load of effect and graphical detail. And again, that's what I try extremely hard to do, like the thatched roof. Try and have loads of different levels so you get the shadowing. It just makes it look detailed without having to put, 100 pieces on there. You just use the lighting. And it's the same in the daylight. Because you've got those levels and layers, you still get the shadowing in the daylight. It just works well. Yeah, I love it. I just absolutely love it. I mean, I enjoyed making Thunderland, but the big difference with Thunderland, like I stated a little while ago, everything was entwined with each other, so it all kind of made a silly kind of sense. But the advantage to that was I didn't have to individually theme everything. You could kind of coincide everything together, as you saw, and as you've all enjoyed. Where this has been a challenge because it's very much all individual. The only one that entwines, well, you got the Dueling Dragons because they're technically one ride, aren't they? They're two coasters, but one ride. Is the pirate coaster goes inside the boat ride. And the only reason why I did that was the same principle as Thunderland, just to save on some piece count. If I'm theming an area, why not chuck a coaster that goes through it? And it just saves a little bit on the piece count, basically. So we wanted to have a little go on this, didn't we? So what we'll do it from a peep view. Try and get someone. There's only 150 people in the park, guys, so you have to bear with me. Just to keep the frame rate up. I've noticed if I go over 700, the frame rate drops about 10 frames a second. It's a pain. Where are they all going? There we go. Perfect. But same here, just the levels. You got the little log at the bottom, wood pillar, just a few of them standing upright, randomly placed, but then you just got the in-game wood piece here, which I've replicated in the wall that surrounds the ride. But then you've got, the wall's higher, that piece of wood is lower. You got all the rocks all at different heights, the plants are all at different heights, the flowers, the trees, everything's just naturally done, if you know what I mean. That's how I do it. How I roll, guys. If you know what I mean. But just like there, you look at that picture there. You got the bridge, you've got the castle to the left, you've got all the lanterns, which are all different heights going across the bridge. You've then got lanterns coming off the track. You've got different angled pieces of wood on every section of every piece of track. You then got the thatch, you got the witch in the background, you got the flying dragons, you got the dragons going up the lift hill in the background, and then you got all this lovely foliage work and everything, and it just all blends and feels like you're there, and having the tweeting birds. Just put a couple of speakers in the trees. Just, yeah. Oh no, a little bit of bush. Gotta get rid of that. It's a big no-no. Big no-no. So what I've tried throughout the whole park is to literally have no clipping, no flickering. Just try to make it a cleaner build as possible. Literally a cleaner build as possible. And it just works. It just makes it look so much more real. I don't know how. I don't know what else to say, really, guys. I mean, that view right there. I mean, I've got to screenshot that. It won't hold it. Hold on. 2 seconds, guys. Right, hold on. There we go. Control Shift I whilst holding the mouse in the air. Wonder if it got it. Have a quick look. Ready on. Planet Coaster. No, it didn't. It got it when it moved. Right. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, the views are pretty cool. You know, I love these views as well. I think it's this one just with Space Mountain popping over the top of the tree line. You know, one of my favourite views is, believe it or not, this one here. And the only reason being is if you go on Google Street Maps, and this was built from memory. This was purely built from my memory of the places I've been to. I've been to this place many a times. And just having this building just slightly overhanging with the walkways up, with the bits in the middle, with the, you know, the brollies over the tables, the speedway and Space Mountain with the people mover going into it. It just looks insane. And I know I've used the go-karts for the actual go-karts, but kind of themed it similarly, done the old banking round here, you know, like it is. There's the bridge that looks pretty much identical. Even the lights inside, I've done them the same. You know, it's just cool. I love it. And I love the fact that you can just come and chill out up here and just watch it all go by, you know. I'm loving the sunrise. I've always gone with a sunset, but that sunrise, I think with a pink castle. This is the one thing I hate about this game. Look in this lake. Look at the castle, look at the 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 lake. It's such a shame that that is not replicated there. It's just such a shame. Could you imagine how good that picture would be? Such a shame. And then we have, well, actually go back a step. Yeah, so we got dueling dragons, which is a dueling invert and a flying coaster. So as you see it, they have a couple of elements where they interact with each other. Biggest interaction is this one here, and then there's one down here. But the whole principle behind this is I used to love dueling dragons in Universal Studios, and I just wanted to do a couple of thrill coasters in the park, really, and I thought, well, why not do a dueling dragons ride? And then where Goofy's Barnstormer is behind the Dumbo ride in the Magic Kingdom, I kind of just thought, oh, I'll put a kiddie coaster in and call it Little Dragon. So that's all in. And all, it does clip a little bit on the tread plate at the bottom of the coaster. Just that tread plate there. Sometimes it pops in and out, but I thought I can get away with that. Because otherwise this would have had to have been too wide. I named it wrong. But Little Dragon does the job. And then you got the dueling dragons, where I took a couple of theme maker torch kit dragons. Basically, as they go through a couple of the elements, they breathe out like the dragon in Diagon Alley. Not that I've actually seen that. I've never been to that bit. Haven't been to Universal in quite some time. But it just reminded me of what I've seen on TV of it, basically. So as they come through this dueling element here, which by the sounds of it, they might be. No, they're not. Where are they? They're going to come through the reverse Illmans first. There we go. So the whole principle behind this ride as well was to try and hide it as much as I could from eye level, but only show the elements. So like this dueling element here. I mean, that's quite a cool view. You know? But then when you're waiting for the coaster, or queuing up for the coaster, you're kind of seeing 95% of the coaster. So I like this bit here. The invert goes through underneath, comes out over here through a sideway upwards down helix, and then just comes back into the custom support brake run. But you get some really good views, especially of the blue one as it comes around here. There's a unique element with the blue one, which I'll just show you if you haven't seen it. Excuse me. Well, it's not necessarily a unique element. It's something that's already out there. But yeah, no worries, Manu. Thanks for joining the stream, dude. But as it comes around, it goes into an upward helix on its back, like Galactica at Alden Towers, and then goes down just a little ramp, and then you have the third interaction there with the invert, and then we have Futureland. So yeah, i.e. Tomorrowland. So yeah. There's an absolutely epic view. Where is it? Come on. Just here. So cool. I love it. And then just a makeshift main street, basically. But you get some epic views now from out here. Especially of like Space Mountain and everything. Just looks great. And the train popping through the trees. Just works. Yeah. I just love looking around. I even put some coaches in the other day. I thought, oh, I better put something in there. I don't want to put 100 cars in there. It would just kill the piece count, if you know what I mean. It does, and that's why I love looking around it, Scarlett. It just literally, it just pops. I love it. I genuinely love it. And then the Haunted Mansion. What is going on with everything? Is the stream running? The stream's not running. It's gone. Why is the stream gone? Is the stream gone? No? Still there? Okay. Something's lagging somewhere. Strange. But yeah, this actually I'm going to do for you now, as we got a good quality this evening. We'll have a little ride on this. I'm still very unsure to the theming on it. I'm not sure if it's, you know, that good. The theming's good. I mean, like the story, the moral behind the hauntedness of it, you know, the spookiness, but maybe it's just me. Are we at the beginning? No, now we are. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. Ah, sorry to hear that, Dan. In a similar predicament myself this evening. That's why we're kind of having a cruise around the park, really. Just enjoying the views, really. It's, where are they off to? Red Dragon. I love the tune that I have in the background, and then as you go past the saloon, you've got the saloon playing the music from the piano. It just, you go into the city street, and in a second, this will start ringing, and it's already playing the city street noises, you know? It just all makes sense. Then you go into the adventure area, and you kind of got the main tune that goes through, and then I've tried to disguise it as much as possible, but then the main ride, you get more of the... That was a pain in the backside, that was. Trying to position the speakers so that it didn't overlap with each other. Insane. But then, you know, I love this queue. What I did with this queue last week, or the week before. This just looks insanely detailed. I love it. I just absolutely adore this queue line. Just looks awesome. I love it. And then into the station, I just jazzed up a bit. Put a bit of scaffolding in. Put a few more thingies in top. Just put some gold beams through, and then just put a bit more gold around the back. For the two-bodied snake, you know? Little exit sign, a little bit of realism. And then as you come out the exit, you're fully immersed by, you know, got the castle in the background. The whole area. It just looks insane. I love it. Absolutely love this area. And I love how this sign's turned out for the top spin as well. Kukulkan's Curse. And basically, I put into Google Mayan god names or whatever I put in there at the time, and it come up with a top 10, and I looked at them all, and I thought, Kukulkan's Curse, that works. It's basically the serpent god is Kukulkan. So I thought I'll put a serpent in there with a curse next to it. It kind of works, and then boom, you got the ride. Queue's all now lit up, so that's all done. That's all sorted. I've done a lot of work on that actually recently, the lighting. This is now all lit up as well. Rock work, etc. That's all done. Building's all done. Coaster's all lit up as well as it goes around. All good. So this is what I mean, guys, by it's pretty much nearly done. It's literally just finishing a few rides off and a few bits of areas and stuff, and literally I'll be uploading the park. I've got to do signage. That's the only major thing that needs to be done. But you know, just looks so good. I love it. I don't mean to gloat. It's not what I do, guys. I'm really enjoying this build. I'm just past loving it now, if you know what I mean. I just want to kind of get it done. And I don't mean to sound mean there either. I'm going to miss looking around it. I love it. But yeah, just like this. These little entrances, I just love how I've done these as well. They've just come out so well. I love the tune I put in this. It's so good in here. I might actually change the entrance tune to this. A bit more me. But it's just like, even down here it's all themed. You know, everything's done. Just getting things finished. It's a waste of time, guys. We've been going for an hour, but I'm a bit like Dan this evening. I'm literally looking at the park and I'm just enjoying it so goddamn much. I can't bother to build. But I'm glad we got those two covers on. They look much better. It's kind of setting just a bit more. It's covering up a bit more now. So that is building as we're going, could we say. But yeah, I'm so glad we got that done. That is, you know, it's not finished, but it's nearly done. That now encloses that whole area. So that's all done. So it's literally this upright. Just got to tidy things up. So I've got to sort this bit out here, you know. Got to do the cave work in here and the other one around the other side. Where is it? Come on. Let me out. The one here as well. Got to do this one. But the issue I have with some of these is they're so close together. I've got to sort out down here. And then I've got to tidy up through here into the lift hill. I've got to do in here. And this tunnel is done. So this is kind of how they're going to look when they're actually done. They are very much a better looking design at night time than it is daytime. But you do shoot through there. So even though there's gaps in the rocks, it kind of works quite well, to be honest with you. But I've enjoyed making these kind of struts because they're all slightly different, slightly differently angled and everything like that. Hey, Duncan, how the devil are you, stranger? It's been a while. What have you been up to, mate? But yeah, so it's like with these, I did all this off stream, but I put these panels in here, but it's like I still haven't finished off this one. I've still got to do this inside here. Where else am I? I've got to do down here. So I've kind of left that to coincide with the hyper jump. But again, it's just there's no plantage, there's no foliage, so I've still got to do all that. I'll do it at the back here. I've got to decide whether or not I'm going to bother doing the tunnels because I think that's going to take too many pieces. I'll probably only do where they are kind of themed, if you know what I mean. So through there. I think that's all. I'm not going to bother with the tunnels purely because of piece count, guys. It will just kill it. But yeah, it's getting there. It's like this now. I just got to finish up this room. Once I know this looks a bit psychedelic, it is a bit psychedelic, but it works. So I've got to finish that off. And I've got to theme all this. So basically this is going to be just be backstage. So you know the studio pack with all the boxes and the lights and everything. I'll just hang a load of lights and stuff like that basically. Yeah, make it look as though this is the entrance to the theatre and you're going into the backstage area, if you know what I mean, just to get on the ride. But the dining area now is all complete. That's all done now. The stairwell is all done. I just got to light it. So again, it's like I say it's nearly done, but there is still so much to do. So much. I did put these in, I think yesterday or the day before. Actually, I didn't turn my PC on yesterday. That was quite surreal. First time this year. I put these in. Basically, this one's a little bit lower. Only reason being is the light bulbs, if I have it the right height, the light bulbs clip through it. So I'd rather have it a little bit lower than do that. So basically I've put them in here as well. So I've just moved the beams back just to kind of accommodate the hat on them, or the roof, should I say, not hat. But it works quite well. Just little bits, you know, as you go around. Sometimes I'll go around and I'll just see something and I'll be like, right, okay, that needs that needs to change. You know, there was something here I done that I didn't quite like. Actually, I wanted to add, thought about putting this down here, but then it will go over the top of this. So I'm a minaring whether or not to kind of do that. I know it sounds stupid, but sure, excuse me. Don't know if that looks better, just because it just kind of takes that line round. I mean, it's only 3 extra pieces, but it's still 3 extra pieces. The bit I wasn't too happy about is how that it goes into this flower bed. And I don't want to have to move the flower bed, because if I have to move the flower bed, I've got to move the sign. If I have to move the sign, I then got to sort everything else out. And it's just like, yeah. But I don't know if I like the overlap, you see. This is my little issue. These are the OCDs I have. I wouldn't say it's OCDs. I'd probably say what it is, it's actually just making sure it's right. You know what I mean? I mean, that doesn't stick out too far, does it? So I'm going to put that there. It's not too bad. Need to get that bit bush. Come on, bush. Okay. Why is this doing this? Done. Oh, cool, man. Hope it's going well. There you go. That's better, isn't it? It just, I know it sounds stupid, but every time I went past that, I just saw that. And I don't know why. It was because that line was going straight into that piece at the bottom. And now I don't have to look at it anymore. It just rounds it off. It just adds another little layer, 3 pieces. That's all that was, and just slight adjustment to everything else. And again, there's another pink penguin. I don't have to worry about it this side because we got the tower here with it going in. So it kind of it cuts itself off. And then I've replicated it already around the back here. This I don't mind clipping because it's the same style of item. So that's fine. I do need to put a light in here actually, I think, because this doesn't light up too well. This is where when I walk around the park and I see things and yeah, you log them. Log him in the old noggin. About the right colour, I think. It's too bright. That'll do, donkey. Now I guess the choice is, which side do I want lit up? Or do I put 2 in and have 2 lights hanging out there? How does it... Oof. That's annoying. Or we do the other way. Do it another way. Excuse me. Box light, is that coloured? Yep, that's there, yep. So if we change that to that, turn the light off. Just plant that a second, grab the other side. Basically what you do, just light up a blooming sign. Not popping through, that's good. Okay. Don't need to move them, that's fine. Okay. The only thing is, I'm not sure if I'm happy with how that lights up. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Oh, this is what I do, guys. This is how they get. We could make this a little bit simpler. Where is it? Here. And just hang a couple of these. Which I think is a better option, because one, it lights up the area, and two, it lights up the sign absolutely perfectly. And I'll put one just over here. There we go. Problem solved. There we go. And she does it perfect. Excuse me. Could do with one coming out of here actually. So if we grab But hey guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watching, because you're literally making my day. Because not only did I get a job yesterday, that puts me back into a world that have been used to in the past. I've also had like over 7 viewers the whole stream, so thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm glad you enjoy the work I create. There we go. That looks nice. So what we need to do is do a Princess Peach meet and greet sign. Oh, what am I going to make this out of, guys? What am I going to make this out of? Stone. Excuse me. That's a bit too... Kind of works with this, doesn't it? So we'll have that. Guess we want something like that. And what do we want? Okay. Not much else there that I can use. I don't think there's any stone signs in here. Okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this, guys? Ah, help me out. That's a bit too... I wonder if that'll work quite nice there, actually. Give it a little bit more detail. If I sit that... This is what I call... This is what I'm on about, guys. This is what I'm on about. When I say I'm winging it. This is it. This is it. This is how I do it. So when you ask me how I build, this is how I build. Just literally winging it. But does that corner piece look right? The problem is you need to have it. Oh, for crying out loud, what is going on here? This one's not even right. That's not going to work, I don't think. I don't know. It must work. It must work. gonna have to do the back. But this is also one other reason why the park's at 110,000 pieces. Because I have got a bit carried away with this one. But I think it's worth it. I really do think it's worth it. I think this park is very different to everything else I've built before, and I mean everything. Everything's very different. Just in the way that it's been built, you know. Right, that works. That's another level of detail. My pause button will work. There we go. Okay. So we'll get rid of that. I don't like that. But then would that work? Yeah, actually, hold on. Hold the line, caller. I thought so. If we put that like that, lower it down just a bit. Grab this. Hello. Hello. Da, da, da. Hey. Hello. Sorry guys, I'm just messing around. And then the base. Could I use the base? Just to give it another level. It doesn't work, and yeah, I'm not seeing anything coming from good coming from that. Okay. Is that all we got to stone? I'm going to shut her up. Sorry, guys. Let me get that in there. That won't look right, will it? Get it there. Does that look? Nah. I was thinking having Princess Peach across the middle of it or whatever. I don't know. No, it's too big. It's too thick. Right, okay, so we got nothing apart from this, which is massive, as a stone item. Right, okay. How are we going to make this work, guys? How are we going to make this work? Oh, nothing. Oh no, what are we going to do? I don't like this. This is too much. Isn't there? I tell you what would look quite nice around here, actually. I think they're vintage. Maybe not. Where are the hooped lights? Oh, they're in scenery, aren't they? Not. I was just thinking. We had them more of a icy white. Had that the brown. Can we sync these? Just make it look nice. Just worried that the hoop may be a bit big. Damn it. Doesn't really add much, I don't think. No. Okay. um. What can we do, guys? What can we do? Can we do? What is this? Oh. Okay. Hmm. That'll do. We don't actually need to put like a sign up, do we? There'll be a park map. There's always a park map, isn't there? When you go to a theme park. Oh yeah, and I put another one of those huts in here and just color coded it. I thought I'd put a bit more red in, just because when I did it with the turquoisey color, I don't know, it just didn't look right, you know. Still am debating whether to lower these a bit, because problem is I lose the bottom bit of I lose that if I lower it. And I think if I lower it, it will look better. But I'm doubling the piece count. You know? Because I don't like that. I don't like not having a line through there. So I'll basically do this. And it just makes it a little bit more edged off. You know? I think that looks better. Gonna have to do it, haven't we? Yeah, it's a much better height. It totally opens up those go-karts. You know what I mean? It's not like a solid line going through the top now either. Yeah, amazing what you do. It just feels so different, you know? What is going on with my phone? YouTube quit unexpectedly. Right, we're back working, are we? Yes. No, Charlotte, what is going on? Charlotte, you're not on the timeout. Scarlett, sorry. Oh, for crying out loud. What is going on? I didn't delete it. How do I... Scarlett, I'm not sure what's going on. My phone just went all weird, and for some reason, it's put you on a timeout. Why? Here we go. This is all new stuff to me, guys. My apologies. How do I... How do I sort this out? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, Scarlett, if you're watching this back in the future, my apologies. I don't know what happened. My phone went all weird. And for some reason I've put you on a... I put you on a timeout by accident for 300 seconds. My apologies. Ah, embarrassing. There we go. That has literally totally opened up that area now. So the question I have now is, they're a little bit high. Eek. See what we can do. Grab that. Put them like that. Which then opens the view up. And then I think you can use a tire to cover them up. Oh, dang it. Doing it again. Well, that works, doesn't it? Don't have to worry about this one. Just add something to the track as well. But it just lowers that view a little bit, so you get more of the train and you get more of the go-karts. So yeah, that's that sorted. Add in pieces, guys, but for reasons. Yeah, look at that now. That's so much lower. It just works so well. I mean, it was so high. I mean, where was it? There. That's amazing. Small things, small minds, guys. That actually looks so much better now. And to be honest with you, it's more in keeping with this. It's pretty much the same height as this, isn't it? Alright, that's that changed. Okay, so that's Princess Peach done. There's lights done up here. That's all sorted. Edging fences all sorted. What else can we do, guys? What else can we do? No, that's all done. This is pretty much all done. There's nothing really to do in here as far as I'm aware. Did I do that bit? I didn't bother. I did in here though. No, I didn't. Okay. Interesting. Not as good as I think I am. Where am I? 5. Funny how you miss bits. Shoddy building has been going on here. There we go. Right then, guys, I think, to be honest with you, I'm pretty much done for today. I've done more than I even thought I would, to be honest with you, so it's nice to have tidied up those little bits. That feels awesome now. It's just even opened up the little dragon a bit more as well. It just gives us more of a view. Yeah, so much better. Right. So yeah, sorry to end the stream there, guys. But I'm shattered from yesterday. It was a very long day. It was 8 hours of basically an interview, which was tough. That's the reason why I think I've lacked inspiration today. So I'm hoping a good night's sleep will get me back on ready to go. And then Scarlett, if you're listening again, my apologies. My phone went weird and it put you into timeout for 300 seconds. So my apologies. But yeah, no, guys, thank you for joining the stream. I hope you're enjoying the park coming to life now. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And here we are going up now as I'm ending the stream. It wasn't a stressful day, mate. It just took the energy out of me. I've been sitting here playing Planet Coaster now for 5 weeks straight, pretty much 5 to 10 hours a day, and sim racing. And it just being out in the open world, in the sunlight, everything, it just kind of took its toll on me a little bit. But it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I could get back used to things. But yeah, now guys, thanks for joining the stream. It is genuinely appreciated. My apologies, I'm ending the stream here this evening and there wasn't too much entertainment this evening, but I hope you enjoyed that early walk around the park in the earlier part of the stream. And to all the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. And to those that haven't subscribed, you know, if you want to see more of the park come to life, please do smash that sub button, guys, and hit the notification icon, because if you hit the notification icon every time I'm live building, you'll get an email. So yes, or a notification saying I'm building. But no, guys, totally up to you if you want to do that. It's my brother got me hacked and I got logged out, couldn't do anything. Oh, not good. I don't know how you get around that. But no, guys, thank you again for joining the stream. It is appreciated as always. Your time and your likes, and just your views. You know, your time catching up with you all, talking about Planet Coaster, showing you how to do, showing you how I do things, not to do things. I do things. You know, and that's the amazing thing about this game. Anybody can do as they please. They can build as they want and do as they, you know, whatever they want, they can do. You dream it up, you can do it. So yeah. But yeah, no, guys, have a lovely morning, day, afternoon, evening, sleep, rise, wherever you are in the world, guys. I'm going to hit the sack now. Thanks for joining. It's very much appreciated. And if you're watching the stream back, please make sure to hit that sub and smash that notification icon, guys. Because every time I go live, you'll get a little detail just saying Right going live. And you'll be able to see more of the park come to life, guys. All right. But yeah, no, catch you all soon. Have a great evening, guys. I'm signing out now. See you all soon. Happy coasting, guys. Bye-bye.